Kansas City, Missouri, December 30th. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill, 10, during a 5-yard run in the first quarter of an NFL game between the Oakland Raiders and Kansas City Chiefs on December 30th, 2018 at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Photo by Scott Winters, Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. If you're looking for some players to build your DraftKings lineups around this week, then you might want to consider playing some of these wide receivers. In this article, I'll highlight 5 wideouts that could help you hit big in DFS this weekend. Tyreek Hill is one receiver that stands out as a great option for DFS lineups this week. Read on to find out who the other wide receivers are that could help put your lineups over the top in this week's DraftKings NFL Playoffs contests and the best ways in which to utilize them. Player pricing and data found at DraftKings. Tyreek Hill, $7,400. Hill is a multi-dimensional offensive threat with the ability to put up huge fantasy production any given game. Though he doesn't have a great matchup this week, Indianapolis Colts have given up the 5th fewest DK points to receivers. Hill has many ways in which he can produce points. The Kansas City Chiefs will throw the ball to him, hand it off or pitch it to him, and they also have him return punts. The Chiefs also move Hill around the formation to take advantage of better matchups. With so many avenues to produce, the question is not will Hill put up points, it's will he put up 40 points. If Hill has one of his big games this weekend, he would be a tremendous value at $7,400 on DraftKings and one that would have your lineups headed in the right direction. T.Y. Hilton, $6,700. T.Y. Hilton has been highly consistent for someone who was once looked at as a deep threat receiver only. This season Hilton has been as much a possession receiver as he has been a deep threat. A true dual-threat receiver, Hilton should see another top-tier target share again this weekend, like he did last weekend when he saw 10 targets. His opponent this week, the Chiefs, have given up the 9th most DK points to wide receivers this season. With a confident playoff veteran quarterback in Andrew Luck at the helm, Hilton is in a good spot in this week's playoff matchup against the Chiefs, one worth targeting in DFS. Julian Edelman, $6,300. Julian Edelman is a cash game lock almost every week. This week should be no different. As Tom Brady's top target, Edelman has a safe floor based off of his target share in the New England Patriots offense. He should see his usual 8 to 10 targets again this weekend. Furthermore, Edelman has also been involved in the red zone as of late with 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games. Edelman provides a stable floor for cash games and can also be used in a contrarian stack with Brady and GPP lineups. Michael Thomas, $7,900. Michael Thomas, who is playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, has the best matchup on paper of all the top-tier wide receivers playing this weekend. However, while he is a top-tier wideout, and a great GPP play this week, he remains hard to trust in cash games because of his boom-bust potential. When Thomas has a good game, it's usually a great one. However, his bad games can also be pretty bad. Therefore, stacking Thomas with Drew Brees seems like a great idea for GPP lineups. That way, if he has one of his big games, you can capitalize on the correlating production of both players. The Eagles-Saints game has the second highest Vegas point total of all the games this weekend, so points are expected to be scored, and you could find lower ownership with this stack than you would with the Andrew Luck T.Y. Hilton or Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill stacks. Robert Woods, $5,900. Robert Woods has been Jared Goff's favorite and most consistent target in the second half of the season. Woods has scored 13 or more DK points in 6 of his last 7 games played. Although the Dallas Cowboys defense has only given up the 6th fewest points to receivers this season, Woods' steady target share and $5,900 salary make him an appealing option for DFS lineups this weekend, particularly in cash. However, a Woods golf stack, if it did well, could help propel you above a lot of the competition in GPP tournaments because of their lower ownership compared to some of the more popular options. Embed from Getty Images.